Have you ever thought something as simple as soaking chia seeds could actually be harmful if done the wrong way? Many of my patients over 50 tell me they eat chia every morning for heart health, digestion, or to help with blood sugar. But here's the surprising truth. Soaking chia seeds incorrectly can cancel out many of the benefits, or even make you feel bloated, constipated, or sluggish for hours. Today, we're going to talk about how to do it the right way, so you actually get the nutrition you expect from these tiny seeds. Chia seeds, small but mighty. Chia seeds are a powerhouse food, rich in fiber for digestion, plant-based omega-3s for heart health, and protein to keep your muscles strong as you age. But here's something important. The way you prepare them matters more than most people realize. Think of it like brewing tea. You can use the best tea leaves in the world, but if you steep them wrong, you lose half the flavor and benefits. Chia seeds are the same. Mistake number 1, soaking in cold water. One of the most common mistakes is just dumping chia seeds into cold tap water. Technically, yes, they'll absorb water eventually, but cold water slows the process down. They don't form that healthy gel as efficiently, and some of the nutrients remain locked away. Warm or room temperature water works much better. I usually recommend my older patients soak them in slightly warm, filtered water. It speeds up hydration and makes digestion easier. A squeeze of lemon juice in the soak can also help because the vitamin C improves mineral absorption, especially calcium and iron, which are so important as we get older. Mistake number 2, soaking for too short or too long. I once had a patient in her 60s who told me she had terrible stomach cramps after trying chia for the first time. When we looked closer, she admitted she only let them sit in water for about 5 minutes before eating. What happened? The chia seeds kept swelling inside her stomach, pulling water from her digestive tract, and that led to pain and bloating. On the other hand, I've also seen people soak chia for a full day. By then, the seeds can start to ferment, creating a sour taste and extra gas. The sweet spot is 15 to 30 minutes in warm or room temperature water. That gives you a safe, fully hydrated seed that supports digestion rather than stressing it. Why this matters more after 50. For people over 50, the way chia is prepared becomes even more critical. Our digestion naturally slows with age, and we may be dealing with conditions like diabetes, constipation, or acid reflux. Eating undersoaked chia can make those issues worse. On the flip side, when prepared correctly, chia can help regulate blood sugar, keep you regular, and provide a steady source of energy throughout the day. That's why learning these small details, like soak time and water temperature, really pays off. Mistake number 3, using the wrong liquid. Now let's talk about the liquid you choose for soaking. Water is the classic choice, but not all liquids are created equal. I've seen people soak chia seeds in fruit juices loaded with sugar, or even in dairy milk. While it might taste good, the high sugar in juice can cause a blood sugar spike, exactly what many of us over 50 want to avoid. Dairy milk can also interfere with the absorption of certain minerals, like iron. Better options include unsweetened almond milk, coconut water, or even herbal teas like chamomile or ginger. These not only hydrate the seeds, but also bring added benefits. Ginger tea, for example, can soothe digestion, while chamomile may help with relaxation at night. And here's a pro tip. Adding just a pinch of pink Himalayan salt can help restore electrolytes, especially if you've been sweating after exercise or walking outside on a hot day. Mistake number 4, not rinsing your chia seeds. This is something very few people know about. Tiny seeds like chia, flax, and sesame naturally contain compounds called anti-nutrients, such as phytic acid. These can make it harder for your body to absorb minerals like zinc and magnesium, which are critical for bone strength and energy production as we age. Chia is relatively low in phytic acid, But if you eat them every single day, even a small amount can add up. That's why I often suggest a quick rinse before soaking. Simply put the dry seeds in a fine strainer. Run warm water over them for 20 to 30 seconds. Then soak as usual. This small step reduces anti-nutrients and makes the seeds easier to digest. One of my patients, a retired teacher in her 70s, told me she used to feel bloated after eating chia daily. Once she started rinsing before soaking, that discomfort nearly disappeared. Mistake number 5, poor storage habits. So you've soaked your chia perfectly. Now how you store them matters. Some people keep large containers of chia, putting in plastic tubs for a week at a time. This is risky. Plastic can release microparticles, especially when in contact with acidic liquids or warmth. Even more concerning, if the container isn't airtight, mold can grow, and that's the last thing you want in your morning routine. Instead, store chia in small glass jars with tight lids. Make only 1 or 2 servings at a time, and keep them refrigerated for up to 3 days. If you're adding fruit, eat it the same day because fruits spoil quickly and can contaminate the whole batch. This way, you keep the nutrition intact without exposing yourself to unnecessary risks. Why seniors need to pay attention to storage. Older adults often have weaker immune systems, so even small amounts of foodborne bacteria can cause bigger problems than they would in younger people. Safe storage habits protect not just your digestion, but your overall health. It's about more than just nutrition. It's about safety and well-being too. So, let's pull everything together. We've talked about the 5 most common mistakes with chia seeds and how to avoid them. The big takeaways are simple but powerful. Soak your chia in warm or room temperature water instead of cold. Give them 15 to 30 minutes to fully hydrate. Choose the right liquid without added sugars. Rinse them briefly to reduce anti-nutrients. And always store them safely in glass jars for no more than 3 days. These small details can make a huge difference in how your body absorbs the nutrients. For my patients over 50, I often recommend starting small. Just 1 to 2 tablespoons of chia per day, added into a smoothie, stirred into yogurt, or mixed into overnight oats. Consistency matters more than large amounts. If you have diabetes, chia can help smooth out blood sugar spikes, but always pair it with a balanced meal. If you deal with constipation, the fiber in chia can be your ally, but remember, it only works well if you also drink enough water. And if you're taking medications, especially blood thinners, talk with your doctor first, since chia's omega-3s can have a mild effect on clotting. One of my patients, a 68-year-old grandfather, used to complain of mid-afternoon fatigue. After adjusting how he soaked his chia and pairing it with protein at breakfast, he told me he felt steadier energy throughout the day, with fewer sugar crashes. That's the beauty of getting the details right. Tiny changes can transform how you feel. Chia seeds may be small, but they can support digestion, heart health, and steady energy as we age. The secret isn't just eating them, it's preparing them the right way. And remember, healthy living after 50 isn't about drastic changes. It's about simple, sustainable habits you can trust and repeat day after day. If today's episode gave you a new perspective on something as simple as chia seeds, I'd love to hear from you. How do you usually enjoy them? Smoothies, puddings, or sprinkled on salads? Share your experience in the comments, because your story might help someone else too. And if you found value here, please follow the channel, share this podcast with a friend, and subscribe so you won't miss future episodes. Together, we'll keep building healthy, joyful routines that make aging not just easier, but better.